Well, several airstrikes and loud explosions have been reported overnight in the Libyan capital. The barrage comes just after NATO announced a 90-day extension of its mission in Libya. Our Nima El-Begeir is in Tripoli now to tell us more. Let's start with those airstrikes.
There was a brief respite, Rosemary, on Monday when President Jacob Zuma came here to further discuss the African Union roadmap for peace. NATO lifted the no-fly zone, but as soon as his plane had departed Tripoli, it was back to business as usual, and NATO has only continued to intensify those strikes. In the early hours of this morning, we heard about 10 explosions. Information is only just trickling through, but we believe that several of those explosions were just outside of Tripoli, and one was to the south, Rosemary.
So where does the NATO mission go from here?
There was hope that President Zuma might be able to convince, hope and speculation, I should say, that President Zuma might be able to convince Colonel Gaddafi to take a soft landing, to step down. That hasn't happened, and as Libya continues to maintain not only that they will only consider African Union mediation, but that mediation has to come under Colonel Gaddafi's aegis. NATO has now announced they will be extending that mission, and they believe that they will not step down until that mission's objectives have been achieved, namely that Colonel Gaddafi will leave power. This is what Anders Rasmussen, the NATO Secretary General, had to say, Rosemary.
This decision sends a clear message to the Gaddafi regime. We are determined to continue our operation to protect the people of Libya. We will sustain our efforts to fulfill the United Nations mandate. We will keep up the pressure to see it through. Our decision also sends a clear message to the people of Libya. NATO, our partners, the whole international community stand with you. We stand united to make sure that you can shape your own future.
Mr. Rasmussen's comments come as the UK and France are expected to deploy attack helicopters. So this mission is not only expected to intensify, but also to escalate, Rosemary.
Right, many thanks to Nima El-Begeir in Tripoli, Libya.